Reporter Nobuhle Modise is tracking the latest developments. What's the leaderboard looking like where you are, Nobuhle?
Good afternoon, Michelle. We had a briefing earlier with the IEC, and at that point they had advised us that counting is at 17%, but the leaderboard behind me is stipulating that it's at 11%, so I'm assuming that this one is slower than the one that they are looking at. But at this point, it's still, the MK is still faring leading as number one, followed by the ANC, and then the IFP. I actually have with me for some reaction the IFP's Tobias Gumede, who is a National Council member for the IFP. Thank you very much, Bab Gumede. Let's firstly, before we speak of voting trends, let's speak about your reaction to these results. They're obviously preliminary, but your reaction to this leaderboard that's been, the trend has been looking similar throughout the morning. What is your reaction to this?
Thank you very much, Nobuhle, and greetings to viewers. As we are saying that for now we're sitting at 13%, and we're seeing the MK is leading. As IFP, we are not actually, we are confident that we are going to lead this province. Taking into account that there are more results, votes that have been counted in some districts, and also including Durban Metro. Yes.
And then let's maybe speak about yesterday, voting day. How confident are you in the IEC's processes? Do you believe that, they were adequately capacitated to deal with the large numbers of people that we saw in and around the province, in fact, nationally?
Yeah, well, what I can say that really we were very disappointed that in some cases we observed that there were long queues. People staying for more than 8 hours until very late. And in some cases, there were mistakes made by the IE staff members, and there's a lot of complaints. But of course, we were able to resolve those complaints with the IEC. But I'm saying that as an IFP, we do have some objections that are going to lodge before the end of this day.
Bagatai, let's maybe talk about the voting trends. I mean, we were on the ground yesterday, and when you speak to some people and ask them why they're voting for a particular party, a lot of the people that we spoke to, or some of them were saying they don't believe in the IFP anymore. This is because, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi is no more, and therefore they don't relate with the party anymore. Would you say, the demise of Umntwana kaPhinangene has dented, support for the party? I mean, your slogan was Setembe, do it for Shenge, but on the ground, people are saying something different.
No, that is not true. But firstly, we must actually acknowledge that Umntwana Phindangene is the founder of the IFP, laid a foundation for us. And, the party is really growing. Looking at the rallies and the meetings that we held all over KwaZulu-Natal, not only in KwaZulu-Natal, even in other provinces. The party has made some inroads into areas that were known to be the ANC areas, and also the suburbs. So really, I'm saying the party has grown from corner to corner in KwaZulu-Natal and even outside KwaZulu-Natal.
You are right in saying that, you are making inroads. We saw by-elections where you were scooping up wards that were previously belonging to the ANC, for example. But with that said, these results here, I mean, it's still too early to say. Are you disappointed, or are you hopeful?
No, we are confident and hopeful as a party. I'm saying that, looking at the results, it's too early, It says 17%, still waiting for some more to come. I said earlier on that, there are districts where we are strong, which are still actually processing the results, counting, and also the Durban Metro as well, Durban Metro has about 1.9 million voters. So as IFP, we are going to get some more votes. So we are still hopeful that things will change. We will be number one in KwaZulu-Natal.
Thank you very much. That is Tobias Gumede, the IFP's National Council member, and you heard him there speaking of eThekwini. We did hear earlier during that press briefing earlier that eThekwini accounts for most of the eThekwini Metro rather accounts for most of the VDs that are still counting. She said out of the 19, eThekwini Metro accounts for about 17. So as those numbers trickle in, we'll see how that goes. But as you heard Tobias Gumede saying that they're still confident, there's still a long way to go, and we'll see what happens as and when the day progresses.